In 2021, a research ship was working in the Baltic Sea near Germany. Their job was simple. They were mapping the seafloor with a tool called sonar. The sonar showed something strange, a long, straight line on the bottom of the sea. It was almost 1 kilometer long. It was not random. It was a straight line. At first, nobody thought much about it. Straight shapes can show up on sonar often. Sometimes it's just ice. Sometimes it's sand. Sometimes it's just old rock. But later, scientists went back to look closely. What they found was amazing. Sitting on the seafloor, over 20 meters underwater, was a wall. People built this wall more than 10,000 years ago. Nobody thought people from that time could build something like this. The wall now has a name. Scientists call it the Blinkerwall. It has more than 1,600 stones. The stones form a mostly straight line. The line is almost 1 kilometer long. The first big question was simple. Did people build this, or did nature build it? Old ice, called glaciers, can sometimes leave behind strange straight lines of rock too. So the team studied the wall very carefully. They used underwater robots. They used divers. They looked closely at every stone. They also built a detailed 3D model of the whole wall. Their answer was clear. Nature did not build this. The stones were placed too carefully. This is not how glaciers leave rocks behind. People built this wall on purpose, more than 10,000 years ago. So why did people build it? The wall is not very tall. In most places, it's only about knee height. This tells us something important. It was probably not a wall for keeping people out. It was too short and too simple for that. Here is the leading idea. Long ago, this area was not underwater. It was dry land. And there was a lake nearby. Every year, reindeer travel long distances. This is called migration. And reindeer often travel in straight lines. They tend to follow things like cliffs, or rivers, or ridges in the land. Scientists think the wall may have worked in a similar way. It was long, low, and straight. It may have guided a herd of reindeer toward the lake. Hunters could be waiting there. Some hunters may have even used simple boats. As reindeer tried to cross the water, hunters could catch them. I need to be honest here. This is the leading idea. It fits the evidence well. But it is not fully proven yet. Nobody has found hunting tools right next to the wall, for example. So for now, this stays a strong guess. It is not a certain fact. Here is something that makes this story even more interesting. This kind of wall is not the only one of its kind. Far away, in deserts in places like Jordan and Saudi Arabia, archaeologists found similar low stone walls. These walls seem to have the same purpose. They guided large groups of animals toward a spot where hunters waited. People call these walls desert kites. Think about this. Different lands. Different people. People who almost certainly never met each other. But they had the same idea to solve the same problem. Some scientists think the Blinkerwall may be even older than the oldest known desert kite. It could be older by more than 1,000 years. If that's true, it could be one of the oldest hunting walls ever found on Earth. So how did a wall on dry land end up 20 meters underwater? This part is not a mystery at all. The sea did it. After the last ice age ended, ice around the world slowly melted. Because of this, sea levels rose everywhere. The dry land near the lake slowly disappeared under the rising sea. Scientists think the wall was last above water about 8,500 years ago. After that, the wall stayed hidden under the sea. It stayed there, quiet and untouched, for thousands of years. Then, in 2021, a research ship sailed right over it. Here is the detail that stays with me the most. When this wall was built, all of Northern Europe likely had fewer than 5,000 people. That's the whole population, spread across a huge area of land. And somewhere in that small group of people, something amazing happened. A group of people watched reindeer move across the land. They learned how the reindeer traveled. Then they built something together, stone by stone, by hand, almost 1 kilometer long. They had no metal tools. They wrote nothing down. But they understood their world very well. They used that knowledge to build something big. Their wall sat there quietly for over 10,000 years. It waited a very long time. Then, someone with a sonar machine finally found it. Next time, we look at a strange event in the sky. Around 41,000 years ago, Earth's magnetic field became much weaker. One new study asks whether this may have changed how ancient humans protected themselves. I'll see you there.